Welcome back to Afternoon Express on this Friday. We've got such an incredible show lined up today. We just, before the break, chatted a bit to Amanda Black, more from her later on in the show, plus a performance live here in our loft. Also, Lud Love is going to be joining us on the show today, so it's going to be such a great episode, and also be making some delicious dinner. So I heard Amanda Black was, Amanda Black was talking just earlier on about what she just loves to do is sing, and she wants to sing for the rest of her life. I just want to eat gnocchi, mushrooms, blue cheese for the rest of my life and get paid for it. And look at that, my dreams have come true.
Oh, Dan, I'm sorry if I could make it come true today, but I want to test your knowledge here with a couple of mushroom types.
Before you do that, however, obviously if you're at home and wanting to know how to make all these recipes on the show, and maybe you're one of those people who sits with a pen and paper and trying to take down our recipes, don't stress. You can get all the details for this recipe today by SMSing the keyword pasta to 33650. It'll cost you R1.50, and those free SMSs don't apply. It'll come on your mobile device and you can just keep it there forever. It's probably the easiest way to get cooking with us on the show.
So it's completely mushroom season right now. I'm obsessed with mushrooms. I love them. I like them raw, I love them roasted, I love them deep fried, I like them sauteed, I like them, what else is there? Absolutely. I just love mushrooms. But I'm gonna test your skills. So Woolies have an amazing exotic mushroom pack. Okay. I'm gonna kind of see if you can guess a couple of them.
Cool.
I'm kind of have a feeling you know your mushrooms.
I know some of them quite well. I mean, I've tried to cook with the different varietals, but I'll get them all wrong.
Okay,
that's
cool.
For sure. That is I have no idea. Is that a porcini?
No.
Is that a shimeji?
No.
Is that a shiitake?
No. I just feel like it's wanted to say that. No. It's a king oyster.
Oh, is that a king oyster?
It's so amazing. They are, it's obviously a mushroom, so it absorbs a lot of flavor, a lot of oil as well. If you're going to cook with it, be careful not to add too much oil to your pan.
It's a meaty one, that one.
It is, but I like eating it raw as well. And this recipe today is kind of a great substitute for meats, especially this guy, like I said, is very meaty. So if you're kind of kicking back on the red meats for a while, that's a great substitute.
Cool.
Definitely.
Love it.
Cool. There we go.
Those are your brown mushrooms. No, I'm joking. Are those brown mushrooms?
No.
These are exotic, so I must be careful of giving normal ones like button mushrooms. Those are called
shiitakes.
Shiitakes.
All right, cool. So you kind of mentioned it a little earlier, okay? The shiitakes are great. We use them in broths and we can fry them. I wouldn't eat that one raw. It's quite chewy.
Okay.
Cool.
Those are the shimejis.
Yes, I feel like you waited the whole day to say that. Yeah. Shimejis. And they're so awesome. That again, you can eat raw, put them in broths, you can boil them, fry them. Today we're frying them. Okay.
Yummy. Okay.
Let's get started. So
when making any kind of gnocchi with the mushroom base, the idea obviously lots of garlic, I'd imagine, lots of mushroom, and then there's like a creamy substance which you're using as your blue cheese. So using your blue cheese to kind of bring out that richness.
Mushrooms have a flavor when you like really fry them, intensify their flavor, but they go so well with other flavors like the blue cheese and the walnuts that we're doing today. So I'm gonna take, obviously this guy, gonna slice it up because it's quite chunky, so you want to cook it down quite a bit.
He's meaty. You can call it meaty, not chunky. Chunky is something that's associated with...
There's nothing wrong with being chunky.
No, we know, but meaty is a better word.
So you can actually pop that into your pan smoking nicely. You're gonna look after that. Just like meat, and we're saying how this is a great meat substitute, it's very important that you cook mushrooms like you would meat.
So don't touch it.
Don't touch it. You are learning so fast. With the shiitake mushrooms and button mushrooms, brown mushrooms, this shape, don't cut it. Don't cut
because
it.
you'll get it like separating from the stems.
Break it. That's the best thing. They don't release excess moisture. They just cook perfectly. I'm gonna get that in there. And very important, don't add any salt to your pan right now.
What?
Because it draws out moisture in them. They start bubbling, not searing. So don't do that at all.
I see. That's a really good tip because whenever I've made mushroom sauces and stuff, I've always seasoned immediately after I've thrown the mushrooms in the pan.
Yeah, definitely season afterwards. So I like adding the shimejis in just like that. That's quite nice. Get a nice chunk of it. That's browning away nicely. I just want to give you an example of it. Hopefully we've got that nice brown in there. You see? Let it keep on going.
So I'm surprised you put the shimejis in there first because I would have thought that they were so small they'd just cook too quickly and then you'd end up...
It's fine, actually.
You want the different textures.
Because I wanted to crisp up, which is very, very important. So let's get the heat up on this guy. You'll see that this guy's browned off really well. What I want to do now is I want to add the garlic. Actually, no, let's start off with the walnuts first. You don't want to start browning your mushrooms and your walnuts at the same time because the nuts are going to burn way too fast. Okay. So get those walnuts in there. This adds a lot of flavor and crunch, of course.
Yeah, the different textures like you would imagine. It's quite a smooth, creamy sauce. Now you want to add something with a little bit of a crunch.
Exactly. Rosemary's going to go in.
Cool.
Just again, I don't like chopping rosemary. It's my new thing. Just like that. And I'm going to go with some garlic.
Can I flip these over? Because I'm scared.
Yeah, now you can. Now you can. So that's going to start cooking away perfectly. It's already browning. Things are smelling amazing. I'm going to add some blue cheese to it just to crumble it in. Just like that. Ooh, losing some blue cheese.
So basically, that looks like almost like you can just leave it like that and it'll reduce down to be a sauce, but then it's going to be quite a thick sauce.
It is. Well, here comes the cream. That's going to reduce slightly. You want it to keep it nice and thick. for the sauce, okay?
And then later on in the show?
The gnocchi.
The gnocchi! All right, so we're going to finish off this dish now. It's looking absolutely amazing. I cannot wait for you to make it at home and taste and smell. Well, we're tasting and smelling, and well, just smelling for now, in the loft with us on Afternoon Express. So much more to come on the show. Let's continue our conversation with Amanda Black on the couch. So good to have you back with us on Afternoon Express. Yum, yum, yum. Mushrooms in my tum. Today we're making some incredible gnocchi on the show today. We've got like what's called walnuts. We've got mushrooms, a whole different types of exotic mushrooms, and a delicious blue cheese. The sauce has been made, and yes, I did sneak a little taste, and it is so decadent. Oh my word.
And because you tasted before the dish is done, I'm going to put you to work. Is that okay?
Okay, please do. I'm happy because I need to work all of that cream off.
Cool. So into your pan, I'm going to go with some butter right over there.
Or next to the pan as well.
Or next to the pan, doesn't matter. It's all, as long as someone ends up eating it, it's okay. So to the butter, I'm going to add a little oil. You know why we do that?
Yes, different boiling temperatures or burn temperatures, and so you want to kind of have that mixture, and also the butter has the flavor.
There we go. Keep an eye on this now. So we've already cooked our gnocchi in nice salted water. As soon as they rise to the top of your pot, you know they're done. So what I'm doing now is, I love doing this to gnocchi, is always adding a bit of a crispy bottom to them.
So I wondered why you do that, because I would have thought that would prevent the sauce from really absorbing into it because it has that crunchy bottom.
I don't coat the whole gnocchi, which is very important. I mean, you could, it'll be super delicious.
Okay.
I coat most of it, so there's still that extra space around the gnocchi to absorb all that sauce.
Okay, cool.
What I love about this cream specifically, it coats the gnocchi, doesn't really absorb into the gnocchi, which is why I season my gnocchi with parmesan. I seasoned all my pasta before, yeah.
Okay.
Cool, so Dan, you're crispy frying some mushrooms for me because I want to add a bit of a crunchy topping to it. So black pepper and mushrooms are best friends, so give that a little bit of a grind there.
A little bit of pepper loving.
And now you can give it some salt because we've already sealed the mushroom. What do you think about our sauce, though?
It's tasting so good. Honestly, guys, I really wish I could have had you here in the loft with us today. It is so yum. All those flavors that you can imagine with the mushroom and the cream and the blue cheese, and except we're now missing the walnuts. Yeah.
And again, more black pepper into our actual cream sauce.
But the walnuts in there already?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't get to taste that. Okay, but I'll taste that just now. Don't you worry.
No worries. But I might give you a little extra sprinkle. I love your skill. What's happening there?
Thanks.
Do you want to give your gnocchi a toss in the pan, please?
Sure. I thought you only wanted to toast one side of them.
Well, kind of. You see, you don't have like 100% of that coating. So it's starting to brown.
I see you browning it there.
There we go. We don't do go too heavy. I mean, I do like when it goes really, really crispy. It almost becomes like a snack on its own.
Yeah.
But today we're going to kind of take it easy. We're just going to do a light toasting.
It's like when you're making pap or like a polenta to get the nice crisp on top is really yum. It's like my favorite part of it.
So straight into, it's going to seem a bit weird, straight into the gnocchi we're going to go with some Parmesan cheese.
Delicious.
And a little bit into our sauce as well.
Listen, why you talk about Parmesan? I know it's a really side thing, but Grana Padano and Parmesan, very different?
No, Grana Padano is a type of Parmesan.
Oh, I see.
It's actually kind of the best one.
Makes sense.
I'm being a bit biased now, I love it.
Just double checking.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy the wrong thing.
Cool. Give it a nice toss for me. Ooh, that is looking and smelling good. And you can smell that the cheese is now kind of toasted as well.
Yeah.
You get that nice, cheesy, intense flavor.
Caramelized almost the outside there.
So cool, Dan. I'm gonna put you to work here on your plating skills.
Plating skills? Are we from? I won't make any segregist comments.
Don't start stuff you don't want to get involved with. You're cool. There's your beautiful plate. You go ahead with your gnocchi. The thing about Italian food is it's very rustic in the best way possible. I mean that. And you get to play around with your food and actually pay attention to the ingredients, which is what I absolutely love.
So does that give me permission to be a rustic and messy person because I'm Italian?
No.
Well, I am already, so it's too late.
Too late.
Just love me for who I am.
So I like, you can toss the gnocchi and the sauce together.
Yeah, that is quite
kind of
nice.
just topping it. It's great, because you want to have a nice little crunchy...
Also, then how am I meant to be doing this if you've done that, Clem?
And?
Oh, yum. Oh,
it smells intense. So delicious.
The balance of flavors in this is absolutely amazing. You've had the perfect balance of the garlics and the mushroom flavors and the pepper and everything. That is so yum.
You like it?
It is so delicious. There you have it. Gnocchi, walnuts, blue cheese, cream, mushrooms, sounding so amazing. If you want to make this recipe at home, the best way to get all the details is on your mobile device. You SMS the keyword pasta to 33650. It'll cost you R1.50, and those free SMSs do not apply. And oh my word, those flavors could be yours. Here's a quick recap on how it was all put together.